want to thank Rajiv Menon, who, like he said, is a friend for a long time. But the most amazing thing about Rajiv was, I called him and I said, "Are you in town on the 9th?" And his thing is, I think 90% I'm in town. So I said, "Rajiv, I'm launching an album and I'd like you to be the guest of honor." And truly, it took him no more than 2 seconds to say, "Viji, I would love to do that." And thank you so much, Rajiv. I know what a busy man you are and how many projects you're involved in, and I really, really appreciate that. And the reason I wanted Rajiv to be the guest of honor today is, one, because of his association with my family. Two, because of his, obviously when he spoke, you knew his musical involvement and understanding of not just Carnatic music, but music from around the world. And three, his ability to convey a message. I mean, we've seen it in all of his movies about how brilliantly he conveys messages. And as we saw today, he's just a wonderful speaker. Thank you so much, Rajiv, again. I really appreciate you taking the time to be here. Now, to talk a little bit about this journey, Malabar to Morocco, this journey really has 3 parts to it. The first part being my 24-year-old son and his friends, who would always come home, listen to me practice, and say, "Oh, auntie, it's so nice." And when I say practice, when I'm practicing traditional classical Carnatic music at home. So I would tell these children, "Why don't you come to a kacheri?" "Oh no, auntie, I can't do that. It's not for me, it's not my scene." And then I realized music, Carnatic music is entrenched in every South Indian. We hear it from the minute we are born. Some of us may not have learnt it formally. Some of us may have learnt it, but we all grow up with it all around us, starting with our mothers singing a lullaby to us, or hearing the Vishnu Sahasranamam in our homes every morning. It's just such an integral part of an Indian's life. Classical music. I don't want to get too specific and say just Carnatic music, both Hindustani and Carnatic music. It's such an integral part of our lives that people don't realize. What happens is these children have never gone to concerts. They just assume because their uncles, aunts, their grandparents and their parents go to these concerts, it's not a cool place for them to hang out. It's not a cool place for them to be seen in. But you play good music to them in any format. It doesn't matter whether it's traditional classical or whether it's film music, which has a strong base of classical in it. They all start tapping their toes. So I said, the only way to get them excited is to present something to them in a different package. I can't go learn something new for them now, because that's not what I was trained to do. But I said I can certainly learn to package it differently. And which is what Malabar to Morocco, that was the basis for this whole album. To reach out to that 20-something generation, to tell them Carnatic music is cool, Carnatic music is okay, it can be fun, and you guys can listen to it. I hope they find it fun now. And there are some very dear friends of mine who were instrumental in taking me to meet my first composer, Gopi Sundar, and my other composer, Shalin Sharma, who was on stage with me. Shalin and I, again, have been friends for over 25 years. We've always talked about doing something together, but until Malabar to Morocco, nothing ever really happened. So Malabar to Morocco was a journey for Charlene and I as well. So that's basically the root of where what started this journey, and what has come about. And every track in the album has a certain story. Like Ganesha, for example, it sort of mirrors my own journey in that I went away to America when I was young, and I came back searching for my roots, and I've moved back and lived here. I live here now, and the grounding and the roots this culture, wonderful culture of ours, provides us with. So every track has a little story that I have to say. And in this journey, I came across the Satyam family, Purple Notes, Swarup and Kiran Reddy. I need to Priya, Krishnan, Santosh, and Bhaskar, who have all been part of this journey. And while all of this was happening, of course, the Satyam family said, hey, wouldn't it be nice to have a video? We can then play the video in our theaters during the intermission. So this search for getting the video done started. And through many sources, I was introduced to a very, very young man who is as old as my son, Kirti Nandakumar. Kirti, are you here? Can we have you on stage, please? This young man, Kirti, was my director for the video. And don't get fooled by his demeanor and this young man personality. He's literally, when he wields the director's baton, he is a monster. But he didn't give us lunch till almost 4 p.m. on most days. And he would make us work from 5 a.m.